Alright folks, so a little update here at Sitting Pelican. As you can see, that's some nasty bilge water, and we're getting ready to put the boat on the slip at the local boat club for yearly maintenance and a bit of an issue, pretty serious issue. The top, or the upper bow stem, has literally, you could say, ripped, close to ripped from its fastening. There's 5 bolts. It looks like 3 of the bolts have potentially rusted through, and so they're broken internally, and the stem has gone bump, and you can just see all the way down the silicone or whatever they use to fasten it. The sealant adhesive has cracked either side, and so, man, I don't know how long that's been. I think that's been for a bit, and I was of the impression it was just cracked paint, but looks like it's gone beyond cracked paint, and it's now where the sealant has pulled off from the timbers. So not a good thing to be dealing with. However, Saturday we're up on the slip, and I just got an email, and it looks like we're going to be volunteering at the local lightwave event down at Nabina. So that's pretty cool. I mean, and me vest on and be contributing to the community, so that's a good thing. And at the moment, this is what we're up to now. We've got to fix up this old wire, so that'll be why the bilge pump here hasn't been working. We've got to fix up that chappy. There's not too much water in there. All right. Not too much, because hasn't even really lifted up the float, so that's good. That's good. However, on this side, we've been taking in some water, but we've had some rough water coming in here, and it looks like this old boy is he's old, man, on his last legs. So there's a definite oil leak. That sump's just seen better days. So we just have enough oil to get him in. That's on the cards today too, right? We'll check our coolant. But yeah, wow, you can see right down in there, that's some heavy oil, man. So it looks like my whole sump's just been leaking. Yeah, because that's not usually like that. As they say in Korea, Shiba. Yeah, not good at all, folks. Not good at all. So we got to get that in. So that is what we're doing today, and it's cold, and I've still got to do a kayak into town. And if you're curious about that, here we go. Just don't fall down there, right? It's amazing how much space too that I'm losing out on this old boat. So anyone's been tuning along, that's why we got the outboard. So we picked up an outboard, and I'm more than happy this will just be my fair weather cruiser or high pressure boating, which I think is a good little catch, because high pressures that's the best time to actually just do some really chilled boating. Obviously whistle and duck, well, you know, We won't go too crazy in it. We won't be going too crazy in it. There's a disco duck. Right. A few lovely folks can, if I go into 2, just above my finger. See, that's where I kayak to. It's just shy of a nautical mile. Well, it's 3, I think it's 3/4. 3/4 of a nautical mile. It's a casual 10-12 minute paddle. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad to go in. But I mean, we've got to get these little tasks done, right? We've got to get the motor cranked. We've got to warm him up. And I mean, if I turn this, if you can just see that building just passed, just through there, not the white one, you can see a little tinny there. That's the boat club, so I am fortunate that there is a little slipway at the boat club there. There's pros and cons with so many things, isn't there? But this isn't the best mooring at all. Right. The wind needs to be at a certain speed for this mooring to be pleasant. You cop the swell. It's amazing how the swell can do a 90-degree turn and then come down in here, all the way down in this bay. But it's a shallow bay. It's a long, skinny, shallow bay. So that's it. That's just how it is, you know. But that's what's on the card. So boat up on the slip, clean out the bilge, crank over the engine, which is I dubbed El Chappy, old boy. But if anyone is interested in an old diesel engine and a bit of maritime history, this boat here was built by what I know in Trabana, which is a fishing village heritage and lobster boating, right, all along the east coast of Tassie. Built around the 50s. But it still goes. It just needs a sump and, you know, it needs restoration. But it's a big old engine, and it just takes up a lot of space. And this boat is to be my floating castle. And I've got a 30 horsepower outboard with a 4-blade prop, which will be plenty to move this chappy along. And I've already proven it with moving with the 8 horsepower Yamaha 2-stroke in Whistling Duck. And we've actually, to be fair, we tested it. See these conditions? Where was I? I was anchored down there, and storm weather was coming in. You can see where that orange buoy is. It wasn't there. Never used to be there. It's just turned up out of nowhere now. And instead of going through the drama of starting up this big old chappy, I just was like, well, let's see if I can move the boat with that little outboard. And if we can do that, then it means, you know, I get a bigger outboard, put it on the back of this old chappy, then I donate that engine to a maritime enthusiast or a boating enthusiast, and then I'll be able to claim all that living space. And then obviously I'll adjust the ballast. But we're not going out in open water, right? So I reckon we'll be good. Either. We'll work it out. We'll work it out in the end. So that's where we're at, sitting pelicans. So thanks for tuning in. I'm Wake Maritime, Captain Kane, saying be good, be great. Keep doing good things. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Stay tuned. If these longer videos aren't your cup of tea, just tune in on the shorts here and there. Thanks.